Dr. Babatunde Samuel Adejare was born on June the 9th, 1961. He obtained the first school leaving certificate from St. Paul's Catholic Primary School, Ebutemeta, Lagos, between 1967 to 1973, after which he proceeded to St. Anthony's Grammar School, Isureje, Bumoshin, Ogun State, from 1974 to 1980, where he secured the West African School Certificate. Thereafter, he attended International School, University of Ibadan, for the Higher School Certificate HSC. He completed his MBBS at the College of Medicine, University of Ilorin, from 1983 to 1988, before crowning it up with a master's degree in public health from the Lagos State University. Honorable Adejare, well known for his medical practice, legislation, grassroots mobilization, public sector administration, business administration, and analytical skills. He started his working career in 1989 at Agege General Hospital as an house officer. From 2003 to 2011, he was a member of the Lagos State House of Assembly representing Agege O2 Constituency, and he was also the Chairman House Committee on Health. He was the caucus leader, Lagos All Progressives Congress APC, Subcommittee Chairman Health and Southeast. He was known for the overall responsibility of providing qualitative and all-enduring legislation in the form of bills, motions, and oversight functions. From 2011 to 2015, he was a member of the Federal House of Representatives, representing Agege Federal Constituency. In the course of his legislative career, Honorable Adejare sponsored many bills and motions on the urgent need to investigate the mindless waste of Nigeria's resources spent on arbitrary charter and maintenance of Challenger 850 aircraft for non-official use by the then Minister of Petroleum Resources, a bill to amend the Child Rights Act 2013, FCT Traffic Management Authority Bill 2014, and co-sponsored Nigeria Mental Health Bill 2013. Honorable Adejare was later called upon to further contribute his quota to the development of Lagos State when he was sworn in as Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of the Environment in October 2015 by the then Governor of Lagos State, Akinwumi Ambode. In 2018, he was moved to the Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development in Lagos State. He resigned in 2019 to contest the election into the House of Representatives representing Agege Federal Constituency, and he won the election. Honorable Samuel Adejare presently is the Vice Chairman House Committee on Healthcare Services in the House of Representatives, and he belongs to the following committees: Health Institution, National Security and Intelligence, Ports and Harbours, Solid Minerals, Public Petition, and Delegated Legislation. Honorable Samuel Adejare is a proud member of the All Progressives Congress APC, and he is a lover of football, current affairs, community development, and he likes traveling. He is happily married to Barrister Oyinlola Adejare, and they are blessed with wonderful children. Honorable Adejare is a stickler for excellence, one who is interested in education and job creation for his constituents. Since his election into the Green Chambers in 2019, the former Commissioner for Environment in Lagos State has always looked forward to tackling the various challenges facing his people. Following the official swearing-in of Honorable Samuel Babatunde Adejare as a lawmaker representing Agege Federal Constituency at the Green Chambers of the National Assembly, Honorable Adejare moved into action by delivering the dividends of democracy as promised to his people during electioneering campaign period.
Baba dada ni o a da fún iṣẹ́ ro ni di iṣẹ́ o torí ó ń try fún wa o. Ó try fún wa gidi gan. Mo gba visa kò ń ṣe pé bóyá pé kíni mo gbà ni witness pé bóyá pé kíni mo gba visa yẹn ni kò ń ṣe pé kíni torí iṣẹ́ rere ló ń ṣe lágége. Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó pẹ́ fún wa. Wọn ò ní dàgbà ìyà, a máa rí wọn bá ni.
Honorable Adejare yan gidi ni. Ẹni tí ń jẹ tí ìran tẹmọ nìkejì ni. Ẹni tí ń jẹ tí ìran tọ̀la ni. Ẹni tó jẹ́ pé ó ṣe fún ilé, ó ṣe fàlejò. Tó jẹ́ pé àti mìkúnnù àtolówó ló ń ṣe fún. Ó rọ̀ wá lágbára pé tó bá ṣe ń pa yìí ká lè máa rọ́wọ́ mú lọ sẹ́nu tàbí ká máa tọrọ jẹ lọ́wọ́ yàn ló ń ṣe fún wa. Àdéhùngbàdúrà ládùúrà pé Ọlọ́run máa túbọ̀ àgbà gbéga.
It is an annual culture of Hon.Dr. Adejare to facilitate the purchase of JAMB GCE form as well as the provision of complementary past questions in English and mathematics for students in Agege Federal Constituency. This is to assist parents and guardians who may not be financially capable of funding their children's needs during the examination period. Construction of 4 blocks of 12 and furnitured classrooms with provision of mobile health care ambulance service in St. Peter's Primary School Complex. Provision of scholarship for about 78 students at all levels through the Sabako Scholarship Initiative. Facilitation of ICT training for youth in Agege Federal Constituency as well as distribution of 100 brand new HP laptops to all trainees.
He has been doing well. Even during the time of representing Agege, O2 in Agege at the Lagos State House Assembly, títí dórí bàtà wà ní rep Tàkọ́ àti tán ṣe ń sìn. He has been doing well in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of giving people empowerment. We should start now. A máa sọ lọ títí dé ìtìlẹ̀ àfikún ni lórí kẹ̀kẹ́, lórí fridge, lórí freezer, lórí free health equipment, free medicine, free eyeglasses to the people of Agege Federal Constituency, both in Orile and Agege. So he has been doing well and he's still doing it. We expect more. As a politician representing Agege Federal Constituency, ikọ̀ òkín tó àwọn aráàlú náà ni wọ́n ti ṣe wọ́n dẹ̀ tún máa ṣe sí I believe.
Mo mọ̀ wọ́n dáadáa gẹ́gẹ́ bíi pé wọ́n jẹ́ ìkan nínú àwọn ògbóǹtarìgì nínú olóṣèlú. And again mo mọ̀ wípé ní Agege ni wọ́n wà, wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣe dáadáa sí wa ní ìlú Agege. At least wọ́n fún àwọn èèyàn ní márúwá, wọ́n fún àwọn èèyàn ní ọ̀kadà, oríṣiríṣi nǹkan. Mo mọ̀ wípé wọ́n ń pín àwọn generator, even gan pàápàá àwọn mosque ní gbogbo agbègbè Agege yẹn wọ́n fún wọn ní generator. Tó yẹ pé gbogbo àwọn mọ́ṣáláṣí náà ń ṣàdúrà fún wọn. Mo mọ̀ wípé wọ́n máa ń ṣe dáadáa ní ìlú Agege dáadáa. Èmi gbádùn wọn o because maybe agbègbè gbogbo ibi táwa lò sí ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù wa gbogbo wa la mọ̀ ládẹ̀ nǹkan sára sí wọn wípé wọ́n ń ṣe dáadáa sí everybody.
Health. Honorable Dr. Samuel Hon.Dr.Adejare in his capacity as Vice Chairman House Committee on Public Health Services facilitated the provision of free and quality health services to thousands of constituents in Agege Federal Constituency through the National Health Insurance Scheme (NHIS), which was launched at the Palace frontage of the Olu of Agege in December 2021, where over 2,000 Agege residents benefited from the initiative. He also ensured the facilitation of free 8 days comprehensive Medicare and screening for the good people of Agege Federal Constituency. This free medical screening afforded Agege residents the opportunity to know their health status and enjoy free care when necessary. This program was held within the premises of the healthcare centers of Agege Federal Constituency. The complete rehabilitation of the 4 medical centers in Agege Federal Constituency with provision of solar energy and borehole, donation of drugs and other medical materials worth millions of naira to Odumbako Primary Health Center, facilitation of free dental and ophthalmology care for primary school students across Agege Federal Constituency. As part of his legislative responsibilities, Honorable Babatunde Adejare has been responsible for the sponsorship of medical bills within the constituency for the benefit of their elderly and widows within the constituency.
Ọmọ ọlọ́mọ yẹn kọ́lọ́ máa bá mi dáàbò bò wọ́n, wọ́n ń fò lókè ni, wọ́n rìn lẹ̀ ni, àtàwọn àti ilé wọn kọ́lọ́ bá mi pa wọ́n mọ́. Àwa tá à ń tẹ̀lé pẹ̀lú kọ́lọ́ pa wá mọ́, torí pé kí ni iṣẹ́ tóun nìkan ṣe láàrin wa, ọ̀gá ni, transformer wa ni. Even though gan fún wa ní slot ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n èmi ẹ̀yìn tèmi ò bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ṣí ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ mo fi ra POS láti máa fi mọ́ wálé ẹ bá mi kí wọn kú iṣẹ́. Mo dẹ̀ nígbà pé Ọlọ́run á fún wọn ní okun àti agbára láti ṣètọ́jú báyìí lọ fún wa. Ọba tó ti ń tì wọ́n lẹ́yìn láti ìgbà ìwọ̀n àtàkùkù kò ní tì wọ́n lójú, ilé wọn á rájú, ọ̀nà wọn á ráyè. Yorùbá dẹ̀ tún máa ń pa òwe kan pé láàrin ìgbàgóbà ni màrìwò tí máa ń ṣẹ̀ṣọ́ wọn máa làlùyọ. Bí ọ̀tá wọn pógún tó pọ́gbọ̀n àwọn ló máa borí wọn.
Skill acquisition and empowerment. Empowerment of 120 youth with all expenses paid through the Daystar Skill acquisition program from 7th to 18th October 2019 in Agege with training in hand leather bags, fashion design, photography, catering, makeup. Hon.Dr. Adejare has also empowered over 200 women and youth across Agege Federal Constituency in soap and shoemaking with the inclusion of 20,000 naira startup grants for each participant. He has also empowered 140 youth in telephone repairs and electrical work with working tools. Facilitation of agricultural training for over 250 youth and women of Agege Federal Constituency in pig farming with the inclusion of 100,000 naira Greek startup grants for each participant. Distribution of 30 motorbikes to selected youth across Agege Federal Constituency. Facilitation of ICT training for 100 youth of Agege Federal Constituency and distribution of 100 brand new HP computer. Empowerment of 150 youth and women in fish farming with 50,000 naira grants as startup capital. Empowerment of 120 women and youth of Agege Federal Constituency with various business support materials such as deep freezers, generators, sewing machines, hair dryers, motorcycles. Hon.Dr. Adejare has also empowered young men and women within the constituency by equipping them with vocational skills such as makeup, guillotine, hairdressing, catering, and decorations with the inclusion of startup tools and capital. Welfare. Facilitation of federal government grants for small business owners where over 20 small-scale entrepreneurs within the constituency got 400,000 naira each. Facilitation of federal government COVID-19 relief fund of 30,000 naira for over 100 members of the constituency. Hon.Dr. Samuel Adejare has also set up a Sabako rent support initiative to support hundreds of members of the constituency to help them pay their rent where need arises.
Ẹni tá à ń sọ yìí wọ́n ń ṣe mùsùlùmí o, kìrìsìtẹ́nì ni wọ́n. Àmọ́ bọ́mọ ẹni bá ṣe eré, ó yẹ ká sọ pé ó ṣe eré. Adéjàre wàláhì èèyàn ni, wàláhì èèyàn ni. Tó yẹ pé mi fúnra mi mo ìwà yìí, mo máa ń sábà sọ̀rọ̀ wọn dáadáa káàkiri. Mi mọ wọn ò rí mi rí, èmi náà ò rí wọn rí. Àmọ́ Adéjàre èèyàn ni kò wọ́n á ṣe pé bóyá àtòrí pé wọ́n jẹ́ kìrìsìtẹ́nì pé àwọn kìrìsìtẹ́nì nìkan ni wọ́n ń ṣe fún bí wọ́n ń ṣe fún kìrìsìtẹ́nì bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń ṣe fún mùsùlùmí even àwọn tó jẹ́ lẹ́sìn àlàwọ̀ aláyé gan wọ́n ń ṣe fún wọn. So ti yé èmi o tí wọ́n bá ní wípé ta ló yẹ ká tún mú pé ká yàn sípò kan nípò tó jẹ́ bí bóyá bí gọ́vnọ̀ even ká sọ pé pírẹ́sídẹ́ǹtì ya èmi bí ẹnìkan mo ṣe tán àti dìbò f'Adéjàre torí èèyàn ni ẹni tí ó di dèrú ipò ńlá yẹn tó ní ṣe irú nǹkan báyìí tó bá wá dépò ńlá ńkọ́ kí ló fẹ́ ṣe so Adéjàre èèyàn ni o.
Pẹ̀lú èèyàn pàtàkì àti ìwà rẹ̀lẹ̀ wọ́n jẹ́ aṣojú rere fún wa wọ́n dẹ̀ ń gbìyànjú wọ́n ń pariwo wa mo ta fẹ́ ní kọ̀síkọ̀sí wa bí wọ́n ṣe fún wa.
Hon.Dr. Samuel Babatunde Adejare wọ́n ṣe gudugudu méje yàyà mẹ́fà fún wa lára àwọn èèyàn tó wà ní àdúgbò wa ara àwọn tó bẹ́nẹ́fìtì ìsìn ẹja sísìn ẹja tí wọ́n empower pẹ̀lú 100,000 àwọn èèyàn pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ tọ́nà benefit freezer wà ń bẹ̀ tẹ́mi náà benefit ń bẹ̀ adúpẹ́ fọlọ́run ọlọ́run á máa bá gbé wọn lọ́wọ́ sókè àwọn tó ṣe ẹja ọ̀sìn náà wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀ tó ń empower wọn rẹpẹtẹ olúwa máa bá wa gbà fún wọn.
So adúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́run fún wọn ó wùn wá ó wùn mí pé kí wọ́n tún ṣe lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí nítorí pé iṣẹ́ ribiribi tí wọ́n gbé dání in fact mi tí rí ẹni tó wà ní ààyè wọn yẹn tó ṣe irú tí wọ́n ṣe.
Ẹni tá à ń sọ yìí wọ́n ń ṣe mùsùlùmí o kìrìsìtẹ́nì ni wọ́n àmọ́ bọ́mọ ẹni bá ṣe eré ó yẹ ká sọ pé ó ṣe eré. Adéjàre wàláhì èèyàn ni wàláhì èèyàn ni tó yẹ pé mi fúnra mi mo ìwà yìí mo máa ń sábà sọ̀rọ̀ wọn dáadáa káàkiri mi mọ wọn ò rí mi rí èmi náà ò rí wọn rí àmọ́ Adéjàre èèyàn ni kò wọ́n á ṣe pé bóyá àtòrí pé wọ́n jẹ́ kìrìsìtẹ́nì pé àwọn kìrìsìtẹ́nì nìkan ni wọ́n ń ṣe fún bí wọ́n ń ṣe fún kìrìsìtẹ́nì bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń ṣe fún mùsùlùmí even àwọn tó jẹ́ lẹ́sìn àlàwọ̀ aláyé gan wọ́n ń ṣe fún wọn. So ti yé èmi o tí wọ́n bá ní wípé ta ló yẹ ká tún mú pé ká yàn sípò kan nípò tó jẹ́ bí bóyá bí gọ́vnọ̀ even ká sọ pé pírẹ́sídẹ́ǹtì ya èmi bí ẹnìkan mo ṣe tán àti dìbò f'Adéjàre torí èèyàn ni ẹni tí ó di dèrú ipò ńlá yẹn tó ní ṣe irú nǹkan báyìí tó bá wá dépò ńlá ńkọ́ kí ló fẹ́ ṣe so Adéjàre èèyàn ni o.
We really appreciate him because he's a good man. He has been doing wonderfully for the Agege people, especially his constituency. He has been doing so well, I would say.
The task of the leaders is to get their people from where they are to where they've not been.
If you truly want to empower anyone, 2 areas, education and skills.
How do we hold our leaders accountable in the business of lawmaking and representation?
I don't see any lawmaker today that will not do everything within his powers to attract constituency projects.
And how do the people ensure that their constituency projects are executed to the letter?
The constituency project had noble intentions, and they still remain the most veritable tool to deliver development and progress to the people of the country.
There is no federal presence, no federal rule, no federal project in my constituency. I am the federal government in my constituency.
The Constitution itself provided the framework of governance. And what does it say? That the welfare of people shall be the primary responsibility.
I'm a community man. I know the needs of my people. I've been back on so many projects. If anybody is trying to attack you or anyone, it's your people that will protect you.
From the mountaintops to the deepest valleys, we're ready to go the extra mile just to show Nigerians a constituency project, both federal to state and to local government level. Know your representative with Mariah, bridging the visible gap. Welcome back. And if you're just joining us, the program is still Know Your Representative with Mariah. I have here with me the lawmaker representing Agege Federal Constituency, Hon.Dr. Adejare. So you're welcome to be representative.
Thank you, Mariah.
So let's begin this way on a lighter note. You're a medical doctor, a professional medical doctor, definitely, yes. And you delve into politics. Why would you leave the medical line to come into politics briefly?
Medicine is my lifelong vocation. That's what I do, that's what I know. And I'm still a doctor, and I will die as a doctor. It's just that medicine and politics are very, very related. Politics is about making life easier and better for our people. Providing them with platforms to express themselves in life. That's what politics is all about. To make things better, make life better, and make our environment a better place for all of us. Likewise, medicine. So, in one way or the other, they are related. They are almost, we are trying, being a medical doctor and practicing is about alleviating the pains of people. Politics too is about alleviating the pains of people.
What does it take to represent the good people of Agege Federal Constituency?
My people have been so wonderful. I have represented them in the House of Assembly. I have represented them here. And I have been commissioner nominated by them to the state. You see, they are good at reading your mind. If you are so passionate about this job, my people will stay by you. And I've had so wonderful people that have really, really, really made it easier for me. But nevertheless, politics is not easy. It's about, really showing people that you really care for them and you really want to represent them well. If there are critical issues to talk about, I always consult them. And most importantly, I always listen to them. I listen to them, try and together we reach agreement on how to move our place forward. In Agege, the Speaker of Lagos State House of Assembly is from our place, and is really giving and encouraging all of us to really make Agege a better place.
So how often do you visit your people? Some go once in 6 months, some go once in a year.
That can never be possible for me. Once
so how often do you visit there?
Let me tell you, last week, which is the last week of February, I went 3 times in the week. I went, I came, I went. I still live within my people in the constituency. So I go home regularly.
So are your doors always open?
Always.
So let's talk about education. You build schools, you've encouraged the pupils in Agege to always go to school. So what more should your people expect from you in terms of education?
I still want to say that we will still continue to help rehabilitate schools and where necessary build new ones. And always also I tend to start visiting all the MDAs in Lagos State to try and keep them abreast of why we are here at the national level and the way we can always cooperate and help each other to get better things to our people. So my intention as far as education is concerned is to visit in the next 2 or 3 weeks, try and visit the Commissioner for Education and keep her abreast at the number of schools we have in Agege, vis-a-vis the number of the population of pupils in Agege. And if I can get that far, see how many children are still out of school, and we see what we need to do to really bring those ones into schools and also give those ones that are in school very standardized environment to thrive in. And I know our state has been doing a lot. In fact, Governor Sowolu has gone ahead to build very fantastic all-inclusive schools now. I'm going to visit all the ministries and departments in Lagos State, like I said, to see how we can work together and bring more to Agege. In Lagos, those general hospitals are top up there, and a lot of people are really patronizing them, and I'd also helped at giving them medical outreach. I also took doctors to the schools where we did dental examination, eye examination, and physical examination for most of the people. And most of them were dewormed. And we also gave them proper dental care and treatment when we visited. I have had to, this year budget has some things to do for us in that line, bring another medical outreach, do dental checkup and all the rest, medical checkup. And also, we want to add surgery to it, okay? Maybe cataracts, all those.
Subsidized rates of health
Free. All of those things are free. We treated them free, we supply drugs, and I'm trying to incorporate the eyeglasses so that we can help a lot of our people.
So will it be Jiggy?
It's still Jiggy Bola. It's still Jiggy Bola. It's the handiwork of our guy, our leader. It's still Jiggy Bola.
Okay, so let's talk about unemployment. What are you doing to reduce the unemployment rates in your constituency?
In my own local government, we have trained a lot of people in so many vocations, from being proficient in hairdressing, all those, all of them, caterer, fish farming, piggery, all those things, even on how to repair phones and on how to, we gave laptops to people so that those ones that want to learn how to create website and all the rest, can go ahead, and they were trained and we're giving laptops. We're also encouraging startups, and then those people that have learned one vocation or the other, like organizing, all those things, we try and empower them with the different instruments they need. All we are doing is to make sure that we teach our youth on what to do to earn themselves money. There used to be one guy in the railway crossing in Agege. He was frying buns and all those things for pork. And, it became an industry. I'm serious. And the guy is taking a while since the construction the construction and had gone on in the place. I had not had cause to pass under the bridge there. But I'll go and look for him and see how far he's doing. I still want to take our people and our place to greater heights in conjunction with all of us over there. If you look at our people there, we are populated by different shades of Nigerians. The Hausas are most comfortable in Agege. We don't even know the difference again amongst us because there is no difference again. We have intermarried. There are Hausas that speak Yoruba like I do. Some of them have Yoruba names and they still go home. But they know home is in Agege now.
So finally on the segment, you get to speak with your people in your local dialects. When you go to Agege Federal Constituency, you don't interact with them in English.
Yes.
You interact with them in Yoruba. So briefly, everything you said, what you intend doing going forward, and in few words, your advice for the people of Agege Federal Constituency.
Àwọn èèyàn mi ìlú Agege, èmi ni tí yín tòótọ́ Honourable Dr. Adejare tí mo ń ṣe aṣojú yín ní ilé aṣòfin ti ìpínlẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. A rí pé ibi tá a bá Agege náà kọ́ ló wà o, ní agbára Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè, ní àtìlẹ́yìn àwọn bàbá wa àtàwọn ọ̀gá wa àtàwọn gómìnà wa àti gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa àti gbé Agege wá sí iwájú sí àti sókè sí. Ẹ̀yin náà rí pé gbogbo àwọn títì wa ni wọ́n ti ń ṣe lọ́ti ń bójútó. Àwa náà ń ṣe ìta lè ṣe nínú títì tá à ń ṣe. Ẹ bá tẹ̀ rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ títì ní àwọn state tí wá bá wa ṣe nípa pé speaker wa náà kẹrẹ̀, àwọn náà ń bójútó, àwọn náà lè ń fẹnu síbi tó yẹ kó fẹnu sí wípé àwọn títì wa ní Agege wọ́n fẹ́ àbójútó adẹ̀dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn àtàwọn state náà gbé wọn bá wa ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú ẹ̀. Nínú ẹ̀ náà a ti sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ètò ìlera Agege. Mo ti ṣàlàyé fún wọn. A ní general hospital tiwa, a ní àwọn health centers wa káàkiri tí ó yẹ pé ní inú òfin tí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ti Nàìjíríà ṣe, a ní nǹkan kan tí a ń pè ní Basic Primary Health Care Fund. Ìdá kan nínú 100 gbogbo owó tí Nàìjíríà bá pa wọ́n ti ń dá sọ́tọ̀ tó yẹ pé orí ètò ìlera ló máa ná sí. But owó tó jọjú ni pé kó pín sí àwọn health center ní àwọn wọ́ọ̀dù wa kọ̀ọ̀kan. Pé owó yẹn kì í dẹ̀ ṣe state, kì í ṣe local government ló máa ná. Àwọn committee health ní wọ́ọ̀dù yẹn tó yẹ pé àwọn landlord, àwọn students wà, youth tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀, àtàwọn resident association àtàwọn CDC, àwọn yẹn wọ́n máa bójútó, lọ́dẹ̀ máa ná owó yìí láti lè rí pé wọ́n tún àwọn health centers ṣe, láti lè rí pé wọ́n rí owó ra oògùn, láti lè rí pé wọ́n ń tọ́jú àwọn èèyàn. Nítorí nínú àwọn nǹkan tá a gbé yẹ̀wò nípa ètò ìlera ni pé gbogbo àwọn tó ń tí àárẹ̀ dé bá health center yẹn ó lè tọ́jú ní 90 nínú àwọn tó wà yẹn. 80%, 90% wọn ó lè tọ́jú wọn. A dẹ̀ rí pé tá bá bójútó àwọn health centers, ètò ìlera ní orílẹ̀-èdè á di ìrọ̀rùn. Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè á túbọ̀ wà pẹ̀lú gbogbo wa, á túbọ̀ máa ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Lágbára Ọlọ́run ìlú Agege ò ní gbóná mọ́ wa. Lágbára Ọlọ́run ọ̀nà nínú wa o. Ilé á ṣe wọ̀ fún wa o.
And I have been speaking with the lawmaker representing Agege Federal Constituency, Honourable Dr. Adejare, representing Agege Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives. Thank you, sir, for coming on Know Your Representative.
Thank you, my dear sister.